is where it all begins. The leap of faith. The first step to the journey. Towards the unknown. The challenging. The daunting. But when we're together, hand in hand, the journey becomes exciting. We're partners, you and I, together, facing your fears, pursuing your passion, breaking boundaries, building your future, overcoming challenges, celebrating every achievement. When we're together, we're unstoppable. When we're together, anything is possible. At BTN, we know the power of partnership. A good partner works with you intimately. A good partner knows what you need. A good partner always has your back. A partner for starting your dream family, building your dream home, realizing the dream. It takes courage to begin, but it takes encouragement to keep on going. So go on, dream big. We're with you every step of the way. You have a partner in BTN.
Referees are ready. I know the fans are ready, and I'm sure you are ready at home, so let's do it. Here at the OCBC Arena, Fields waiting for number 13, Daryl Watkins, to come over, the guy with some NBA experience. We'll be talking about that a little bit later. These teams met once before in Surabaya, and the CLS Knights came away the victors. Tip over to Desmond O. Xavier Alexander down that right-hand side. O will slash across. Now he pops up to throw the screen. Alexander being fronted by Daryl Watkins. Long shot by Fields is off the mark right there and in. Tipped in, it looked like, by Delvin Go.
That looks great. I love that the Slingers go to Fields early and often, and this has been a consistent strategy for them for most of their games. Attacking through Fields, through the paint to start the game.
Watkins gives it up and slices through. Impeded just a little bit. Doug Herring giving it up off the dribble. Long way long. Says get it out of here, but right back underneath. Oh boy, caught going the other way. A little bit of ball watching there by the Slingers. And right underneath to clean it up was Maxi Esho. Kick back outside. Fields had the shot. Dribbles. Entry pass. Fields left hand. Not a soft touch.
And then there's the Slingers going through Fields, getting the post. Little left-handed jump hook. A great fundamental post move there from John Fields.
Score is 4-2 in favor of the Slingers. So until we get the scoreboard right, we'll keep you posted on the proper score. Another rebound by John Fields. You were just talking about that. Whip pass over to Alexander from Threesville. Going to be well short. Rebound taken by Watkins. Daryl Watkins averaging 11 a game off the dribble. Off balance shot off the glass. A tip off the mark again. Alexander Fields coming down with again. That's the second board already. Fields spin move but has it knocked away, and back the other way comes Wong Wei Lon. Right hand got Alexander to beat. Underneath it goes. Pass back outside. Little pro step inside, tip up again, no good. So no luck for the Knights. They're getting the looks, they're just not knocking him down at the moment. Desmond wide open look for three. Back rims it. Back comes CLS, who are very, very quick. Similar styles these two teams have. Backing him up. Oh, nice job, but can't finish it up. That was Brandon Jawato. Had to take the ball from behind him. Alexander, hesitation up in the air, can't finish it. Almost out of bounds, but saving it. The ball sent over to Daryl Watkins.
And if you're the Slingers, you like this tempo right now. They've had a week off. CLS has just come off back-to-back against Malaysia. This is a great tempo right now for them.
We heard Xavier Alexander alluding to that in the interview. Wide open look, splash. So 4-4, that will be a 2. It is not 2-2, as you see on the scoreboard. Losing the thread just a little bit, getting it over the field, Jaron Young. Enough presence as he lost possession, just to tap it back ever so slightly. Fields doing the rest.
And there's John Fields again, early and often with the jump hooks around the rim.
6'4". Nice job shielding. It was Brandon Jawato that time with his left shoulder. Takes it with the right hand off the glass. Jaron Young up the right-hand side. Sends it back to Alexander. Entry pass to Delvin Go. Nice little pump fake by him. Double pump fake. Gets it up high off the glass. Can't finish it off. That miss was caused by Daryl Watkins. Outlet pass knocked away, and there'll be a foul on Young.
Love that anticipation from Young, but he has to be trouble in the early. He has to be careful in the early going. He has a tendency to get into foul trouble. We need Jaron Young on the court. Love his aggressiveness. Has to be a little bit more disciplined, reaching in the passing lane there.
A bit out of control there. Wong around the screen. Desmond on him. Got a step on him and a foul by Desmond So second team foul, I believe, on Singapore.
Here's Wong Wei Long, the mid-season local MVP, having a stellar campaign, shooting 49% from the three this year. He has been on absolute fire lately for the CLS Knights.
Two-time MVP in his years with the Slingers from 2009 to 2017. He took a year off last year. He says he's completely refocused now. He had a lot of business interests that sort of misdirected him from his basketball goals, and now living in Indonesia, he's able to concentrate fully on basketball.
Really cool, Chuck, to see. He's got a group of athletes out here from Scholar Basketball Academy, about 40 of them here to cheer him on today. So really cool to see the Slingers embracing a former alumnus.
Score is 8-6, not 6-4. Alexander around one screen. That'll be a 2. You cannot give the X-Men, and you were saying last week, Sky, that's part of his game. His perimeter shooting has improved immeasurably in the last 2 or 3 years. Off the dribble, underneath. Alexander, great anticipation by him in the open court, getting the ball over to Young. Young bounce pass ahead, Desmond 2.
That's that tempo they love, Chuck. Getting up and down, pushing the basketball. Great stuff from the Slingers so far.
Wong, back it up. The 30-year-old will reset. Accepts the screen by Esho. Show and go move. Kick back outside, picked off by Young. Young has Desmond ahead of him. Young gets it to Fields, can't finish it off. A little bit behind Johnny, did well just to corral that. Wide open look for 3. Off the mark, Gang rebounding by Singapore. Delvin Go coming away with it. And you're right, Sky, this is sort of pace that Singapore would love. Desmond is going to be short with that from the wing. A little bit tentative on that shot. So back comes CLS. Remember, they beat Singapore by 15 at their place in Surabaya. Albeit that was Singapore were being road warriors for a while, and ball tipped away. Fields with another rebound into the hands of Alexander. Singapore had played something like 3 games in 5 days or something like that. By the time they got to Surabaya, their legs were gone. Fields now fronting up. Spin move. Here comes the weak side help. A little bit too hard. Nice job by Jawato on the help on the defense that time. So Slingers 10, Knights 8, 4:48 mark. Scott McKinnon with Chuck Schreiner. So happy you could join us. Your Sunday afternoon off the dribble. Oh boy, going downhill that time. And 1, I believe. So Daryl Watkins, big strong move. 6'11", 255 when he gets it going one way. Might be just as well to get out of the way. So the foul there, I believe, will be on Desmond. That'll be his second. Of course, graduate of UNC Wilmington, played for the Pacers and Hornets from 87 to 90. And also played in Israel, coaching along the way to Japan, Vietnam. So A lot of basketball pedigree on that side of the floor. Back comes Alexander to Fields. Fields looking for cutters. Back out top is Young, getting it into Delvin Go. A lot of standing around now by the Slingers. Young looking for space. For two, yes, buries it.
Very interesting, Chuck. CLS is playing man, but they've really started to play in the gaps, which means that they're not really guarding the guys in the perimeter. They're trying to make Singapore beat them with their outside shot, and it's nice to see Young make one early to do that.
Desmond O, just enough defense to make Wong Wei Long cough it up. Long lead pass to Alexander, giving it back. Off the dribble, yes, Delvin Go, he will go to the line.
And that's the Singapore Slingers at their best, getting up and down the court. Great outlet from O to Xavier Alexander. He drops down to Go for the finish.
Beautiful pass by Young, great vision. You can see the body control that Alexander, watch him on the baseline, tapping it back to Delvin Go. No hesitation at all, taking the first move strong to the basket. 3-point play. Slingers with their biggest lead of the game, 15-11 with 4 minutes even to play here in the first quarter. If you just joined us, 8-6 Slingers and a 9-7 but 7-game winning streak CLS Knights. Off the dribble, there's the screen thrown by Watkins, stolen away, and out of bounds it goes. So it'll be CLS. Great anticipation though by Slingers. Hands in the passing lanes, very active.
You said it there, Chuck. Delvin Go on the help side. Great job stepping up to stop the penetration and get back and recover in the closeout. Fantastic job and footwork by that big guy.
So they will send it to the near side now. Checking it in will be number 3, Brandon Jawatu, who, by the way, played his basketball in college at University of Hawaii, a Rainbow Warrior. Downstairs, little catch and shoot action for 3.
And he is a shooter, Chuck. They need to get a contest on him. Jawatu can really shoot the basketball.
That is what CLS Knights do. They can beat you from inside and outside. No lead is really safe with them. Young around the screen. Still right hand. Dribble penetration. Got it to ball. He'll go the line.
Jaron Young at his best, coming off the ball screen, using his athleticism. Gets to his right hand and a really acrobatic finish there for the and one.
Well, that's why they picked him up. They needed a number 3. They knew they were going to use Xavier Alexander at the 1 position, so they needed somebody to fill in for that. And they're hoping that Jaron Young is that man. We said before, sometimes mixed results, but he's a guy that can light it up at any time. He had 37 in a game against the Wolf Warriors a few weeks ago, so very, very dangerous in the open court, and around the rim, he is a human highlight reel.
And Chuck, I think you made a great point there. I think Coach MJ, the general manager for Slingers, did a great job of finding 3 world imports this year that complement each other. Young, Xavier Alexander and John Fields really do a good job of playing off of each other, and they play to each other's strengths, and I think that's a reflection of great management here.
Coach Coco Harry, very dapper looking in a suit. I saw him walking around the arena a couple hours ago in shorts and a t-shirt. I thought he was one of the team managers or something. There he is, and not the biggest guy on the court, as you can tell looking up at Watkins. Needs a stepladder to see him eye level. So he will have to take over. And Scotty, you would know more about this than me, but you know, coaches do bond with their players and vice versa. I wonder how much of an effect that will have with Coach Brian Rowsome, who has really been the architect of this team, him not being in the arena at all. Coco Harry having to take up the slack, missing on the N1. So back comes CLS. Little hesitation dribble there by Herring, giving it up. He can hit from there. Fadeaway jumper is off the mark and pushing from behind. I think that's going to go against number 13, Darrell Watkins, and it is. I believe it might be 2 on him. Yes, it is. So 5 points, but 2 fouls, so a little caution.
What a box out by Jaron Young. 6'6", boxes out the footer. Watkins comes over his back, and now he's out of the game with 3:05 left here in the first period. That is a big, big momentum shift towards the Slingers.
And Furman Nugroho will check in, 6'7", 224 pounds, 28-year-old, averages 1.5 points a game, 1.8 rebounds. As he tries to front Fields. Fields, that soft touch, gets it to fall, but I don't think that's going to count. Hanging on the rim was Delvin Go, or was that Fields?
Gotta love what the Slingers do there, though. As soon as Watkin goes out, who gets the touch? Fields on the post.
Yep.
Straight to the rim. No rim protected there anymore. It's a great decision. I hope they continue to attack through the post and John Fields.
Yeah, I think they aren't going to count that basket. You can't grab the rim. Watch it again. There's Fields circumnavigating the middle there, and there is Delvin Go. He is the culprit. No need to grab the rim, but that did change direction of the ball, so right call by the referees.
And interesting enough, in FIBA rules, you can't do that on the offensive end, but you can take it off the rim on the defensive end, which is an advantage in FIBA rules for the defensive team.
So Herring again will whip it over to the left side. Long way long around one screen, dropping off that screen. There's the replacement. Kick back outside. Good ball movement. Wide open. Look for three. Is going to be off the mark. And Skyen again getting the rebound is Young. Young feeling it a little bit here. Here he goes, streaking towards the basket. Out of control a little bit. Rebound on the floor, taken by Delvin Go. Kick back outside. Alexander will reset. Fields has confidence. Back-up jumper off the mark again. Not really his range.
Would love to see him attack there and back at the rim. Would have loved to see John Fields at the rim there.
Herring bottled up by Alexander. Again, Wong feeling that he can get the step on his opponent, but an easy two there. Well, that's some classy stuff. Nice smooth move by number 18, Maxi Esho, averaging 23.1 a game and it's tied up at 17.
And Chuck, Maxi's advantage is he's an inside-out player. He's your stretch forward. He can really shoot the three as well as attack the rim from the post.
And Young from the elbow was off the mark a little bit and off to the races. Getting the ball to Esho again from that same position. This time Alexander comes out on him. Rebound fought for, contested by Fields. Back come the Slingers. Getting the ball off to Delvin, go on that right side. Back to Fields. Fields foul. Let's see who that's going to be on. Double dribble, I guess they're going to say. So turnover for John Fields. That's his second of the game. Well, Slingers doing the right thing, Scotty. Getting in the open court. And this time Delvin Go and John Fields trying to lead it, but a little bit anxious.
Just a little bit out of control. If they would have got Fields the ball either a step earlier or a step later, he would have had more control to jump stop and then finish at the rim. And he would have been in a position that he is good in and he would be successful in.
Back comes Herring and company as he'll flash through. Long way long, getting away from Desmond. No, block by Fields. Nice weak side help by him. Rotating the ball. Step jump. Oh, and the finish.
And that's the inside-outside play. Esho, shoot a three in you 1 second, dunk on you the next. Absolute talent, Maxi Esho.
18-17. Lim in the game now for the Slingers. Turns. Nowhere to throw it. Back outside again. Slingers will reset with Alexander. 46 seconds to go in the first quarter. Alexander down low to Delvin Go. Loses the thread. Out of bounds it goes. And last touch by CLS. Slingers will get it back with only 3 seconds on the shot clock, Scotty.
And defensively, the CLS is really packing it in. They're in a man, but they are playing in the gap position 6 or 7 feet off of people. Not a lot of shooters out there right now for the Slingers, so I guess they need to continue to attack.
Young fires the three! Well, Jaron Young feeling it the first quarter. They need a big quarter from him because it's been a little bit uneven for the Slingers everywhere else. Alexander not really getting his offense going as of yet, so backup jumper for Herring for 2 is no good. Right into the path, outlet pass, going all the way down to Fields. Fields will finish it in with the flush.
Again, Slingers in the open court. John Fields contests, he releases, outlet pass, got a big dunk at the other end.
22-19. Herring forcing the issue and a foul, and that'll go against Fields. So for John Fields, that will be his first 4th team foul on Singapore. That was on the way to the basket, so that will put Herring at the line for a pair. Chance to get to within 1. 5 seconds left on the clock as we look at Coco Harry again. Herring, an unusual case for CLS Knights. Played at Utica in 2005-2009, upstate New York. Played also basketball in a place that you might not have heard, the Atlantic Coast League, the ALPBL. Went to the NBL in Canada and went to the UK with Bristol. So last chance for Alexander. Fires away a 3 to no avail. 22-20. Good looking first quarter for the Slingers and the Knights, really. Nothing much in between them. So first quarter in the books. Slingers will take the lead 22-20 when we come back.
Kenalin, Velas, sahabatmu dalam setiap transaksi falas. Traveling kini tak perlu repot tukar uang ke money changer. Uang saku kuliah kamu di luar negeri tak lagi terpotong ini itu. Kamu bisa mulai tabungan kamu tanpa khawatir kurs naik turun. Dan dengan kurs kompetitif, bisnis kamu akan selalu mendapat nilai tukar terbaik. Nikmati dunia tanpa batas bersama Velas.
Lapar, makan mie jangan mikir. Nih, piknik, tak bikin dulu.
Fit me, makan mie, jangan mikir.
Ketika keadaan tak sesuai harapan. Stop! Jangan banyak drama. Kenalin, Velas, sahabatmu dalam setiap transaksi falas. Uang saku kuliah kamu di luar negeri tak lagi terpotong ini itu. Nikmati dunia tanpa batas bersama Velas. Tanpa provisi, tanpa drama.
So looking at the turnover, Scotty, first quarter, Singapore with 2 and CLS with 2. Nothing to show anything that's staring at you with at the stat sheet right now after the first quarter.
Well, I really like their aggressiveness so far of Jaron Young. He's 3 of 5 from the field, 7 points, a steal, a couple rebounds, and a couple of assists. The Slingers are better when he's out in transition and when he's aggressive, and it's great to see him starting off the game well.
He had the look in his eye first quarter, dumping the pass down on the low block. Young. Boy, awkward looking shot there. Nice defense on the interior by Young. He comes away with it. Over to Alexander. Hesitation move off the glass. Can't finish it. Saved by CLS. So 1 and out. Long way long pushing it. Right hand. Desmond picks his pocket. Great anticipation by Desmond. Young thought about it. Now dumps it downstairs to Alexander. He does have a mismatch there. Ooh, on the baseline. Delvin go, and he will go the line for 2.
What a nifty little bounce pass there from Alexander. Gets in the post, sees that the double comes from the big. Nice little drop down pass to Delvin Go, diving to the rim, and he's going to be the foul line. Great look from Alexander.
You're seeing 2 players that have know each other's tendencies. Delvin Go doing the right things, staying glued to that baseline, knowing that Alexander is a man with a lot of options when he's got the ball in that position. And Delvin Go, great anticipation to get it.
Like you said, Chuck, there's that contribution again from the locals. Desmond O steals it, they come down, there's Delvin Go at the rim for a couple more 3 throws. The Slingers are better when this happens, and this has been consistent for the last 3 games.
There was a little bit of worry before the last couple of games on the contributions that they were getting from their locals, but not so in the last couple of games. So Slingers stretch it to 4. Long 3 is off the mark by number 8. That's Wisnu Saputra, who's just checked in, 5'10" guard. Averaging 1.6 per game. And they will keep the ball. 9:04. Kick back outside. Esho giving it up to Herring. Check that. That is Juwato. Now Herring to Juwato. Well, I don't know what was going on there. Backup jumper off the mark. So another rebound for Desmond. Skip pass inside, and a little bit too ambitious there, I think, for Young. Could not get the ball inside to Fields.
You said it there, Chuck. A little too ambitious. Didn't have the passing lane from the top there. If he would have swung it to the wing to Alexander, that would have been a nice little dump down into the post to Fields.
Giving up Wong Wei Long. What a battle he's had with Desmond O, and a block there by Fields. Great timing there in his rhythm. Alexander, wide open look for Young for 3. Back rims it. Skying for it, coming down with it is Alexander, a little bit out of control, but there's your foul.
And this is this tempo again. They're getting the ball down the court quickly. CLS is playing on a back-to-back nights. They usually don't go very deep. They only play 6 players, so this is an advantage for the Slingers right now.
Nice job by Alexander going low to pick up that ball, scooping it off the floor really, and knifing in between 2 defenders right there. And there's your foul.
defensively, you got to love what Desmond O's been doing so far on Way Long. He's been everywhere, chesting him up, getting between him and the rim, no direct line drives, just disciplined, good fundamental defense from their captain.
Well, we've seen in the past that Desmond O does a better job when he's given, not necessarily the starting job, but gets a lot of minutes. He seems to get stronger as the game goes on, and he just hasn't been in the position to get the minutes in the last few years. Boy, that was an ambitious, talk about ambitious pass on the floor. Alexander's going to pick it up. He's got Fields to his right, Young to his left. Young, Fields. Predictable result. So 27-20, Slingers up by 7, getting it done in the open court, Scotty, off the turnovers.
And John Fields, for a big guy, he just rim runs so well. He gets out in the open floor, straight rim run, and finishes hard every single time.
So Fields in double figures now with 10. Indonesia forced to call the timeout. Now, if you look at their side-by-side statistics, league-wise, CLS averaging 88.7 points a game. That's good enough for 3rd in the league as we look at Alexander trying to finish. Singapore averaging 86.9 points a game. That's good enough for 7th in the league. Singapore out-rebounding has the edge there, 41-38, enough for 3rd in the league. And offensive board, Singapore 13, CLS 9.7. So 8-point lead for the Slingers, their biggest lead of the game, dumping the ball in. Nice job by Fields, anticipating again, getting it over the hands of Delvin Go. Desmond, oh boy, see who touched that last. Reaching in, I think that was Maxi Isho.
They just got Watkins back in the game. The first
yes.
thing they do is dump down straight to John Fields. They want to try and pick up that 3rd foul on the big man Watkins.
Watkins, a checkered NBA type career. All the places he's been, of course, from Syracuse. And Young in and out, man, unlucky there. Young really feeling it. Great to see him playing with some confidence, and they throw it away.
And Chuck, you just said it perfect there. I love that shot from Jaren Young. Comes off the down screen, no hesitation at all, straight up into his jump shot. The Slingers need him to be aggressive and confident like that, and you called it. They are better when he does that.
So back they come. You said Watkins back in the game, the Syracuse Orange man. Oh, nice little fake there by Young. Cognizant that he's been feeling a little bit, they coalesce around him, and Alexander running away from his defender. Young cognizant of that, getting the ball to him. Easy 2.
It's John Fields with his 12th point of the night. 6 of 10 from the field now.
Euro step, get it out of here. 30-20 is your score, not 28. There we go. Slingers up by 10, their biggest lead of the game. And on the defensive end, this is where it's all starting for the Slingers, Scotty.
And that's John Fields' 3rd block of the game. And you love his emotion and his passion. He really fires up the crowd, and he really fires up the Slingers, and it's all through that passion that he has to play the game of basketball.
Step up. Wide open look for 2. If it goes, it does not. Outlet pass again. Alexander, one man to beat. Hesitation move. Fields right there. Foul. He will go to the line.
And John Fields is just running Watkins out of this gym right now. Anytime there is a turnover, anytime there is a defensive rebound, Fields is out towards the opposite rim, and Watkins is 4 steps behind.
Yeah, Watkins with his 3rd foul now, Scotty. So the coaching staff from CLS needs to make a decision. They're not the same team without him in the game, but if he picks up a 4th one before the intermission, man, they are in trouble.
Great point, Chuck. And you know what I really love about Fields as well is he really takes these matchups personal. Every single time there's another big man who comes in this gym, Fields is hyping himself up. He's getting into the flow of the offense quickly, and he really sees it as a challenge, and he always rises to it.
Yeah, we saw that last week with Saigon as well, right?
Spot on, Chuck.
Completes the double. 14 points now for John Fields. It was Barone last year he was berating as he walked past us into the dressing room at halftime. I'm not going to tell you what he said, but yeah, that's a very good point, Scotty. He does take things personally and checking in the game.
And as you said that, Chuck, he's chirping right now on the court, getting himself and his teammates fired up.
Russell Lowe will come in. I'm not so sure the coaching staff likes that too much. They're going to give him a little bit of a rest. He's been feeling it, but Russell Lowe will come in now that Singapore have that 12-point lead. They go straight inside and losing his man Young in the process. So without that rim protector in there, green light for CLS and Doug Herring to take it straight to the rack. Back outside to Young. Here comes the screen by Russell. Young, hesitation, dribble inside. Good job on the extension, leaning way back off the rim and in. Ball almost knocked away. CLS picks it up in stride and a foul. That'll go on Russell Lowe. Good foul by Russell.
Yeah, and at the other end, Chuck, you really like that. Fields goes out of the game. The first thing Jaren Young does is attack. Comes off the ball screen, gets to the rim. They need him to continue to be attacker. And he's done that so far with 9 points in this game.
So that'll send number 16, Furman Nugroho, to the line. 6'7", 224. Not really known as the scorer. He swirls that one in. So it looks like that CLS is going to have to get it done remainder of this first half without their leading scorer, Darrell Watkins, or leading rebounder anyway. We're talking about Watkins, man, he has been around, signed with the Sacramento Kings, played Summer League, played with the Kings in 2007 for 9 games. Around the horn, Desmond O finds a spot, kick back outside, wide open look, Young for 3, off the mark that time. Great job by the 2 local guys. Go, follow, yes, Young.
What offensive rebounding there from the Slingers. The 2 locals, Low and Go, banging the boards inside. Jaren Young sneaks in for the tip-in. Absolutely awesome job crashing the boards from this energetic Slingers team.
Freelancing here, turning his defender inside out to no avail. Russell Lowe, hands up, did a good job. Giving it up to Delvin Go. Got it to fall.
And again in transition, Alexander pushes the ball, little drop down pass, and Go with the athletic finish. You don't usually see that from the big man.
Well, you hang around Alexander, you're going to get your opportunities. And another steal and a foul. Oh, a little bit of frustration there by Esho, as you can see. Sort of swatted Desmond away. The ball and Desmond caught the body along the way. So for Esho, that's 1 foul on him.
Chuck, you made a really good point earlier. We haven't seen Alexander shoot the ball a lot, but he is engaged and he's facilitating for his teammates. He's already has 6 assists. He's getting other guys buckets, and that's the great a characteristic that he has come up with this year as a point guard. He's facilitating his other teammates' success.
You talked a little bit earlier how Singapore looked so ragged when they had that 5-game stretch, and I think they had to play 5 games, something like 8 days. And shades of that we're seeing with CLS right now. Remember, they played Malaysia twice last week, so this is effectively their 3rd game in 7 days, and that's tough to do. Throw in the traveling as well.
Well, Chuck, you said it. There's a lot of schedule difficulties here in the ABL, and it affects the performance, and this is a really good thing. Slingers have noticed that, and they've pushed the pace from the start. Up-tempo basketball, which has led to their success.
Russell Lowe. Kick back outside, Esho. Esho goes to the rim, and beautiful little shot, little cup shot up and down.
For Maxi Esho's size, the ability to control his body and put it on the ground like that, multi-talented and very versatile basketball player.
Offensive foul on Alexander as Doug Herring hits the floor. Alexander can't believe it. That is his first foul.
And Herring did a really good job there to engage Alexander, and then he over-exaggerated the physicality a little bit. And he did a great job to engage Alexander into that post-up, into that contact.
Esho, by the way, 4th in the league in 3-point shooting. He's made 42 this year, so we talked about that inside-outside balance that he's got. Great 2-way offensive player. Ball tipped away. Alexander, will he get his revenge, going to the left hand, and he is fouled. And almost finished it for a 3-point play. I think Esho will get whistled. That be his 2nd foul.
There's Alexander again filling the stat sheet. 2nd in the ABL in assists with 2.5. Gets in the passing lane, and then the Slingers are off to the races again.
Well, Harry not looking any worse for the wear. And this Esho saying, I grabbed the ball. I think if you had $1 for every time you've heard a player chirp that, I had the ball.
Very well said, Chuck. Another thing that Xavier's really worked on is his 3-throw shooting, and he's really become a competent and good foul shooter. This is just work and repetition for him. As I say that, he misses it.
Yeah.
Of course, the jinx
Curse of the commentator.
Yeah.
So down comes Herring. Singapore as a collective group shooting 66.9 from the line. CLS Knights 71.1. That's more league average. Has been an issue with Singapore since they've been in the league. Oh, beautiful spin move by Fields. Can't finish it off though. Chasing it down is Russell Lowe. A last touch, I believe, by number 1, Doug Herring, and crowd appreciating the hustle of Russell Lowe.
And you can tell as soon as Watkins goes out, all the attacks in the half court are at the rim. Goes through Fields, and then you have Lowe crashing the offensive boards, trying to get a touch or a putback.
Long way long checks back in for CLS. Young will back it up. He's got Desmond O to his left. Young will take it off the dribble. Scoop pass over to Alexander. Nobody around. He'll take it off the mark. Busting in, Russell Lowe to break it up, and oh boy, Young throwing it away. Wong Wei Long going back the other way now. Herring. Baseball pass over to, check that, to Jawato, no good. Young, still Young. Finger roll, wow. Jaron Young has come to play tonight. 11 points for Young. So Slingers, 2 players in double figures, make that 13 for Young. Fields with 14. You know, the one knock against Young sometimes you get Scotty's, well, sometimes he's the invisible man. You don't really notice him on the court.
Definitely not tonight, hey Chuck?
No,
he has been active from the get-go.
Herring getting around Young and rattles that one home.
One name we haven't heard recently from the CLS side is Wong Wei Long. He averages 12 points a game. He's the local midseason ABL MVP. Would love to see them get him more involved.
Fields can't knock it down. Rebound by Esho, and he'll bring it back himself. Young on him. Separation, going to be well short on that. Wong Wei Long trying to knock it down. Cannot. Desmond O has done a fine job on Wong Wei Long. They go back way a long time ago, and of course Desmond and Wong Wei Long were original Slingers.
Yeah, very close friends. It's been really cool to see this matchup. Desmond O has been in his grill since the beginning of the game, and he's doing a fantastic fundamentally job keeping him out of the lane and keeping him from getting open, uncontested shots.
Russell Lowe will be short with that, and underneath, I think that's going to be a offensive foul. See who they're going to get. It's going to be on number 16, Furman Nugroho. That would be 2 on him. Watch it again. There's Russell. Didn't really need to lean back like that. And there he is on the back of John Fields.
Yeah, and he just can't handle Fields' physicality there. Too big, too strong. Parks himself underneath the rim, and that's an offensive rebound put back if he doesn't grab him there.
So as far as team fouls, that is 7 in this quarter for CLS. Singapore at 2.
Chuck, if you look at that, if you look at that Fields-Watkins matchup right now, 15 points for Fields, 5 points for Watkins, and 3 fouls. It's been a one-sided matchup so far.
One thing you love about Fields too, he's so focused, just the epitome of concentration. Even on his free throw shooting, you saw him, come on baby, on that second one. Wong, getting around Lim, hesitates in the air. Lim trying to make up for that lost step, and he fouls.
Wong Wei Long did a really good job of baiting Lim into that foul. He got to stepping him off the ball screen, leaned into him, used his hips, and really baited June into picking up that foul.
Lim's sort of a mirror image of Desmond O on the Slingers, and I hope that he pans out to be as talented as Desmond was. So yeah, I'm not sure, is that Wong's first point of the game? No, he's got 3. So back come the Slingers, up by 14. Stay that way for a while. Alexander accepting the screen by Fields, who switches sides. Still Alexander. Oh, nice little look fake that time. You could see looking ahead of him, and the defenders come off of him a little bit, and Alexander, just as pretty as you please, puts it off the glass.
And you said
so
it, Chuck.
Looking his defenders away.
Yeah, no Watkins, everything at the rim, no one to protect the rim. Xavier with the fantastic little right-handed finish.
Look at the look there. Causes Maxi Esho to back up just a bit. Well, just great defense by the Slingers right now. I mean, basically just forcing CLS to freelance. Look at this. The runner in the lane is going to be off the mark. My goodness, just taking them out of their total game plan. 16-point lead. Fields rocking to the basket, and he is fouled. He'll go the line again.
And like you said, it turned defense into offense, Chuck. They were switching every single thing on the perimeter there. No penetration at all from CLS. Turns into a good defensive rebound, and there's Fields again, rim running, getting to the rim and drawing a foul.
Coach Harry chattering to the official on the far side. 46-30. Nobody would have expected this. Coach Neo, before the game, the interview, he says, you know, the CLS is sort of in the same position we were in a couple of weeks ago. And I said, what do you mean? He says, well, they've been on the road for a couple of weeks, and it just takes it out of you. And we saw Singapore when they came back home. They looked pretty ragged a couple of weeks ago in their first home game in a while. And Fields having a great time out there, Scotty. He loves the game of basketball, and he loves the challenge.
He's playing fantastic tonight. These 17 points, just controlling the pace, getting up and down the floor.
Gets them both. So 18-point bulge for Singapore, 1:36 to go in a lapper for the Slingers so far this half, but you gotta have caution, and Singapore has been guilty from time to time. Oh boy, no offensive foul called there. Fields hits the deck, back comes Alexander. Still Alexander, spin move, oh my goodness.
What a move, Xavier Alexander with the spin, reverse pivot to the rim.
Off the break, there's a 2 for CLS. Wow. Well, Xavier Alexander now with 9 points. So knocking at the door with 3 guys in double figures in the first half. Young is one of them. Ball in the hands of Kelvin Lim. Underneath to Alexander. Gets caught up and gets it to go. Wow. What a little drop step there. Little baby drop step on the baseline. Alexander turns it into 2.
You said it, Chuck. What a great reverse pivot there to catch the ball under control and be able to reverse pivot and finish underneath the rim like that. That was very, very talented move by Xavier Alexander.
Back rimmed, and Lim gets the reward. Down court it goes. Fields can't field it. No pun intended. And out of bounds it goes. It'll be CLS and an appreciative crowd here for the Slingers, and why not? They lead by 20.
You said it, Chuck. There they again pushing the pace. That's an okay turnover. It's a turnover. It's a dead ball turnover at the other end. If you look at Max Yesha right now, he's breathing heavily. Douglas Herring here, they look tired, and that's a great thing because Singapore's kept that up-tempo pace.
Yeah, they've taken totally out of their game plan. So let's see if Singapore, here comes the screen. Herring. Still Herring, and look, again, they're having to freelance. Once more, there's just nothing inside for them. So Esho be forced into a jump shooter. Long 3 at the stroke of midnight, just off the mark. He had thoughts about that one. So the Slingers take care of business, Scotty McKinnon, 52-32 at the end of the first half. We'll be back for our halftime show in a little bit. Don't go away from here at the OCBC Arena.
This is where it all begins. We're partners, you and I. When we're together, we're unstoppable. When we're together, anything is possible. At BTN, we know the power of partnership. A good partner works with you intimately. A good partner knows what you need. A good partner always has your back. The partner for starting your dream family, building your dream home, realizing the dream. It takes courage to begin, but it takes encouragement to keep on going. So go on, dream big. We're with you every step of the way. You have a partner in BTN.
Ketika keadaan tak sesuai harapan. Stop! Jangan banyak drama. Kenalin, Velas, sahabatmu dalam setiap transaksi falas. Traveling kini tak perlu repot tukar uang ke money changer. Nikmati dunia tanpa batas bersama Velas. Tanpa provisi, tanpa drama.
Makan mie jangan mikir. Nih, Fit mie, gak bikin gendut.
Fit me, makan mie, jangan mikir.
Ketika keadaan tak sesuai harapan. Stop! Jangan banyak drama. Kenalin, Velas, sahabatmu dalam setiap transaksi falas. Kamu bisa mulai tabungan kamu tanpa khawatir kurs naik turun. Nikmati dunia tanpa batas bersama Velas. Tanpa provisi, tanpa drama.
Makan mie jangan pakai mikir. Nih, Fit mie, 50 kalori doang. Bisa gitu.
Fit me, makan mie, jangan mikir.
Ketika keadaan tak sesuai harapan. Stop! Jangan banyak drama. Kenalin, Velas, sahabatmu dalam setiap transaksi falas. Dengan kurs kompetitif, bisnis kamu akan selalu mendapat nilai tukar terbaik. Nikmati dunia tanpa batas bersama Velas. Tanpa provisi, tanpa drama.
This is where it all begins. We're partners, you and I. When we're together, we're unstoppable. When we're together, anything is possible. At BTN, we know the power of partnership. A good partner works with you intimately. A good partner knows what you need. A good partner always has your back. The partner for starting your dream family, building your dream home, realizing the dream. It takes courage to begin, but it takes encouragement to keep on going. So go on, dream big. We're with you every step of the way. You have a partner in BTN.
Oh, that's a terrific point because Brian Rawson has been the architect of this team. You know, the players have a lot of respect for him. He's, after all, an ex-NBA player, and he's coached pretty much everywhere in Asia. So a lot of smarts he brings to the game, and no doubt he's like the sixth man on the court. Delvin Go, Alexander, around one screen, pulls his way inside. Little dump pass inside, can't get it to fall, knocked away. Nice job by Alexander, great recognition. Desmond O picks it up, Young inside. Bounce pass over to Desmond O, who fires away, way off the mark that time. So all that and coming away with an air ball. Long way long back. Gonna have to do some switching. Knocked away. Oh, that good hands there by Young. Jaron Young caused that by knocking the ball away from Esho. Young downstairs to Go. Kick back outside to Young. Young over to Go again. Tries to go baseline, nowhere to go that time. The ball is going to be picked off. Back the other way comes CLS. Leading the way was Jawato. Shot from the left corner, no good. Both these teams a little bit cold coming out of the dressing room. Back comes Jaron Young again. What a first half he had. Back to Alexander. Slingers spread it out. Fields to Young. Desmond O down low on the right-hand side. Oh boy, almost picked off, and it is. Long way long comes up with it. Quick outlet pass. Herring, Esho, finish.
And a sloppy start for the Slingers to the second half. 3 turnovers in a row. They just need to settle back down and get back to what was working in the first half, getting in transition or getting the ball into Fields down low.
In fact, that was Watkins, who's off the bench now with his 13 points. Watkins and Esho have very similar hairstyles, if you have noticed. Young, little catch and shoot there for 2, and he remains hot.
Chuck, you talked about his confidence and aggressiveness, and that's 16 points now for Jaren Young. He's almost at his game average just because he's looking to shoot, catch and shoot off the dribble to the rim. A great start and a great game so far for Jaren Young.
Boy, I don't know what was going on there, but the ball up for grabs, and gleefully Alexander takes that. Young from 3, Phil. Oh, yes! Really feeling a 58-34 Slingers.
Jaren Young, 19 points, 2 back-to-back threes. Shooter, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, not 52-32, 58-34, ladies and gentlemen, and you can be forgiving to our statistician. The points have been put up very, very quickly for the Slingers, and another 1 and out for CLS, so back come the Slingers again. Alexander, and why not? Young with another 3! Wow! Oh, feed the beast, as they say.
Jaren Young, 9 of 14 from the field for 22 points. Chuck, has he come out in the second half looking to play?
Catch and shoot from the opposite side, back rimmed, and stepping in to get the rebound. Outlet pass to Young. Young to Fields for the pluck.
And there's John Fields beating Watkins down the court again for the massive hammer.
61-36, a great point that you made about the absence of Coach Brian Rousum. I have to believe that that is a major contributor to that, and the 3 games in 1 week for CLS coming out and really, really not showing much at all on the offensive end. This is a team that puts up almost 88 points a game, and they've been held to the grindstone here. 36 points in over half a play, Scotty McKinnon, as we look at Fields with the finish. So Jericho, wherever you are, a friend of basketball here in Asia, and what a job he has done promoting basketball all through Southeast Asia and now Asia. So happy birthday, Jericho. We love you.
Yeah, what a job he's done here with the ABL, Chuck. When you're talking about the league and how's it expanded in the competitiveness and the quality of basketball that's being performed here now in the ABL, you have to credit Jericho for this.
So an N1 for number 13 Watkins, who now has 9 points. And he has been sort of the forgotten guy on the floor. Remember, he's been saddled with either 2 or 3 fouls, and no choice. You can't leave a player on that's that important and have him foul out. Singapore has taken full advantage, no doubt about that, as they lead 63-39. Inside it goes, wide open look for Desmond O, and he rattles in and out. Rebound by Esho, back they come. Losing the thread there, back comes Young. Young lead pass to Alexander, up top for Fields. Fields brushes away. Can't finish it, a little bit too finesseful with the final touches there. Herring, reverse, got it in 1. Young with the foul. So
Joe Otto did a really good job of teeing up there. He teed up Jaren Young, got him between himself and the rim, got his shoulders parallel to the backboard so he couldn't block it, and finished for the and 1.
Yeah, waited till Young sort of sprinted past him and sort of viced him between the baseline and the basket. Good call, Scotty. So 63-42, 21-point lead. And again, Singapore will have to stay focused in this quarter. They don't want a situation to occur like what happened last week. So Alexander, Fields downstairs. Alexander stop and pop from right around the free throw line off the mark. Wong Wei Long picking it up, off to the races he goes. He's got Esho right beside him. Long baseline is forced out, and nice job on the defensive end by Young to beat him to the spot. Wong Wei Long with nowhere to go.
Yeah, you said it, Chuck. He did a much better job of getting his foot on the baseline there, so Wong Wei Long had nowhere to go and ended up having to dribble out of bounds.
So Alexander, and then, of course, predictably, the Slingers in no hurry. They can be forgiven for thinking that they've done most of the heavy lifting, but these are very good teams from week to week. As we said, reversed by Go!
Delvin Go with the nice up and under. Got away from the shot blocker. Watkins finished on the other side of the rim.
No weak side help there. Blocked away by Fields, his 3rd block or 4th block of the game. I don't know which, 4th. And nothing but net there, a 3.
And you said it, Chuck. This is a little bit of a dangerous time now. The Slingers can't let this get to 15 or 10. They can't let the CSL Knights have any hope at all. They need to keep this around 20 to finish the 3rd quarter.
Popping the ball over the top there. Delvin Go looking for cutters. Desmond flashes across, off the dribble, inside it goes, nowhere to put it, and Desmond can't even reach it. Wow, out of control there a little bit. So the Slingers, they lead by 20. At first sight, that might look like a safe lead, but we thought that last week as well. And how many times have we seen this occur in, I don't care what league you're talking about, you take your foot off the gas and the other team accelerates at the same time, you can have disastrous results. Inside, nice job by Herring for the finish.
Douglas Herring, what a handle there. Between his legs, crossover back, gets on the inside of Young, and the big finish over top of Fields, who's trying to block the shot. Really nice Kari-esque Irving touch there on the rim.
Okay, we'll watch it again here. There's Herring. Nice little hesitation in the air, gets John Fields going. Another look at it from the opposite side. They have gotten out into the open court, but you see just a little bit of nonchalance when they do that. They're not finishing with the same intensity that they did in the first half. Alexander. On that left side, up pops Young. Young will take the ball to the basket and hammers it down.
There's that athleticism we talked about, Chuck. Jaron Young, one step from the three-point line, he's up above the rim, hammering it home. That is incredibly impressive.
Gliding past Brandon Chihuado, who could do nothing more than just watch him go, and one-way traffic again that time.
And Chuck, Watkins has been surprisingly efficient tonight. That's 12 points, 5 of 7 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, and 5 rebounds. But he's only played a limited amount of time because he's been saddled with that foul trouble.
Alexander accepts one screen, accelerates in the lane, all alone. No weak side help at all.
I like that. Well, Alexander challenged Watkins at the rim. Watkins doesn't want to pick up his 4th foul, so he didn't contest the shot.
Knocked away by Alexander at the last nanosecond. So it'll be CLS ball. The lead back up to 20. It's down to 17 for a little while.
And defensively, the Slingers are not getting into the gaps like they did in the first half. Anytime someone put the ball on the ground and tried to drive, there was no penetration because they walled up and stopped that gap. They're not doing that right now, and consequently, the Knights are attacking the rim.
Esho gets baseline, and in the process knocks over Young, and that'll be a foul.
That's exactly what Jaron Young just did. Got in front, took the charge.
So for Esho, I believe that will be, is that 2 or 3 on him? That'll be 3 on Esho. Watch it again. Nice job by Jaron Young holding his ground, knowing you're going to get popped. Tough thing to do. So good move by the Slingers on defense. As we look at Coach Harry again. All right, see if Singapore can get back on track after that defensive stand. Alexander with Fields to his left. Over to Young. Young will fire up a 3. That'll be off the mark. A little bit ambitious there. And back come Herring and company. Jumper there for 3. Offensive board, long way long there. Off to the right-hand side. Esho will feel like he's got an advantage over Alexander. Bulls past him, can't get it to finish. Alexander right at the rim to rip it down. Back comes Young. Young inside the lane, gets it over to Fields. Beautiful pass by Young, back outside. Rotated to Alexander. 13 on the shot clock, under 3 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Alexander stops and pops, no good. Tip back up by Go is off the mark. Back comes Doug Harry. Bounce pass inside on the floor. Trying to maneuver his way past Fields, couldn't do it. It was Esho. Check that, Watkins. Opposite side. Desmond. Alexander dumps it down to Delvin Go, looking for cutters, nobody moving. Young, catch and shoot for 3, no good. Off the mark again, outlet pass, so it's like a track meet at the moment. Knocked away, Young putting his hands in the passing lane, and back comes Singapore again. Oh, finger roll to the basket, beautiful. Jaron Young, 26 points.
Dribble. What a hesitation dribble by Jaron Young. He stopped, defender got his hips up in the air, and as soon as he saw his hips in the air, he attacked to the right hand, and with another tremendous finish to that right hand for Jaron Young.
CLS, remember, winners of 9 straight. Going last there for some reason. Delvin Go getting ahead of the crowd. In and out it goes. Desmond going for the steal. John Fields picking up the steal. Over to Alexander for the lay-in.
What great basketball by the Slingers. They are just putting pressure on CSL right now, and they just can't take it. They're tired legs, fatigued, not making great decisions with the basketball, and it's turnover, layup, turnover, layup.
Goes back to that timeout that the Slingers took a little while ago. Knocked away, that's goaltending by Fields. So 73 to 51, but the timeout the Slingers took when the lead was cut to 17, it wasn't so much that you know, the lead being cut, but the way the lead was getting cut, I think that really disturbed Coach Nyo and MJ, and they've come back with a little bit more passion. They have jacked the lead back up to 22 with 1:17 to go here in the third quarter. Scott McKinnon and Chuck Schreiner, so happy you could join us.
And Jaren Young got a well-deserved round of applause going out there. And you said he has the ability to go off. 28 points, 12 and 19 from the field. He's just been all over the place today, and it's that aggressive attacking mindset that he's come out with. Attacking the ball screens, looking to shoot the basketball, and he has 28 points to speak for it right now.
Desmond O, around one screen. In the lane he goes. Dumps it off. Delvin, go for two. Little 12-footer. All day long, and that's an aspect of his game that a couple of years ago he would never even think of taking that shot, Scott.
Yeah, Delvin Go, 11 points, 4-7, 5 rebounds. And you talk about that local impact that they have. He is just a great pick and pop player, and that's what he looked like right there.
Number 18, Maxi Esho, trying to stare down with Xavier Alexander. For under 30 seconds. Esho coming out, getting in the grill of Alexander. Screen being thrown there by Russell. Just checked into the game. Back outside it goes. Spin move, oh my goodness. That needed a finish. The crowd would have been berserk. Lead pass and the finish. Oh, nice job in the open court that time by Esho. Or Watkins, excuse me.
And that's Watkins, 14 point, 5 of 7.
Alexander taking the ball all the way home. Well, getting a little bit personal now between Esho and Alexander. Alexander accelerating right past. So 77-75. That'll end the third quarter. We'll be back to the OCBC Arena. Slingers up by 22 when we return. Look at this.
Kenalin, Velas, sahabatmu dalam setiap transaksi falas. Traveling kini tak perlu repot tukar uang ke money changer. Uang saku kuliah kamu di luar negeri tak lagi terpotong ini itu. Kamu bisa mulai tabungan kamu tanpa khawatir kurs naik turun. Dan dengan kurs kompetitif, bisnis kamu akan selalu mendapat nilai tukar terbaik. Nikmati dunia tanpa batas bersama Velas.
Lapar, makan nih jangan mikir. Nih, piknik, tak bikin dulu.
Fit me, makan mie, jangan mikir.
Ketika keadaan tak sesuai harapan. Stop! Jangan banyak drama. Kenalin, Velas, sahabatmu dalam setiap transaksi falas. Uang saku kuliah kamu di luar negeri tak lagi terpotong ini itu. Nikmati dunia tanpa batas bersama Velas. Tanpa provisi, tanpa drama.
Getting it back in a hurry now. Now, should the Slingers win, and we do have another 10 minutes, let's not get ahead of the story, but they would rise to 9 and 6. Sole possession of fourth place as we look down the road to possible playoff implications. Dribble penetration there for Knott. Fields picks up the rebound, and back comes Alexander, who's done a terrific job. Remember, he played the number 3 position last year. He's been asked to play point guard. Responded with a vengeance. Still the same guy that averages nearly a triple-double every game. Young, he's been the star over the top. Larry Bird-like. Nice job by Alexander to smell that out. Quick outlet pass to Young. Young, one man to beat, make that two. Goes over the top, up and in.
Wow, Chuck Schreiner, as Jaron Young had a blinder of a game, his 30th point out in transition, challenges Watkins at the rim and is about a foot above him.
Herring with the runner is good. So 79-57. Alexander getting behind the defense, can't finish. No foul on that. Looked like there was contact. Back the other way it comes. Bounce pass inside Watkins. Watkins trying to go baseline, knocks Fields over. Partially blocked by Delvin Go from the blind side. Back come the Slingers. Alexander will push it. Gives it off to Young. Young, no hesitation, off, fires away the three, no good. Rebound by Watkins, and back it comes, and they're running guns right now, both these teams. Herring, whip pass over to the right-hand side, little catch and shoot off the mark. Fields with yet another board. Ball in the hands of Delvin Go, off to Young. He'll take over the point guard duties for now. Alexander waiting for it on the left-hand side. Delvin Go posting down. He gets the ball. Cross-court pass to Desmond O. Fields will be underneath, and he'll lay it in pretty as you please. Easy two for him. 81-57. Slingers
And that's a
by
great,
24.
great little set there for the Slingers. They slowed it down. They don't need as many possessions right now. Got inside the field. That's his 22nd point of the game.
Esho back up for the separation. No good. Over the top is Alexander. Check that. Fields. How many rebounds must he have? My goodness. He's gotten 3 this quarter. So Alexander, again, loading it up from the left side. He's got Fields beside him. Also Delvin Go. Young, back and forth it goes. Young thought about it. Young fishing for Young downstairs, for Fields downstairs, and shot there in traffic for Desmond O was off the mark. Last touch by Xavier Alexander, 81-57. And you know, if you can keep this lead, Scotty, to about the 3 or 4 minute mark, I would say, give some of these guys a little bit of a blow, especially Alexander, Young, some of the others.
The stat that speaks to me right now is fast break points. What a strategy from Singapore, 33-9. 33-9, and that's the game right there, because they got up tempo and they chased their tired legs out of the gym.
That was Herring with the finish there. Well, both these teams were very quick. We saw Herring leading the league in assists, 10.7 per game. Fields, spin move inside. That was smelled out by Esho. Nice job by him. Turnover. And CLS will get the ball back with 6:58 to go.
Again, Chuck, what can you say about Xavier Alexander as a world-class MVP here? 19 points, 10 assists, 8 rebounds. He just does it all, and he does it in such a quiet and efficient manner.
Another block by Fields. I think that's his 5th. Dumping it in to Alexander. Alexander over the top as Delvin Go can't bring it down. Nice rebound there by Esho. He'll bring it back the other way. He's got Watkins ahead of him. Herring to his left, off the dribble. Herring. Pump fake, no good. Back out to Jawato. Jawato, yes. Boy, he is a good player.
Yeah, he can shoot the basketball, the University of Hawaii product. He can really stroke it. His favorite basketball player is Allen Iverson, and you can see it on that, with that little hesitation dribble, pull-up three-pointer.
Jawato on double figures now with 11. Desmond O dumping it off to Young with just under 6 minutes to go here. 19-point lead for the Slingers. Young drop step inside. Fields loses the handle. Back comes Esho. Esho going downhill now. Stops back outside, and Herring for 3 is going to be off the mark. Rising and getting the rebound is Fields. Alexander. Young camped out on the right-hand side. No particular hurry for the Slingers at the moment. Oh, turning the corner. Beautiful job at running right into Watkins.
Yeah. Xavier Alexander's on the floor there, and he can't believe that there's not a foul called. Watkins with a lot of contact when Xavier went to the rim there. Very physical, looked like a lot of contact, and Xavier's a little frustrated with that.
Now watch, this as Alexander turns the corner. Watkins doing a good job of getting over there. You can see, watch the contact right there. No foul called. Around the screen, pick and roll there, and Alexander Fields that time, and That will send Watkins to the line. So 81 to 62.
Slingers are very lucky that Watkins was in foul trouble in the first half. 8 of 11 now from the field, 18 points, 7 rebounds.
81-64, in case you're wondering about that graphic on the television is wrong. It's 81-64. Now it's 81-65, so 16-point lead for Singapore. So 81-65, ladies and gentlemen, not 81-54. So back it comes, knocked away. Young asking for the foul, not going to get it. I think we have 2 tired teams out on the court right now. Both of them going breakneck speed.
Very well said, Chuck.
Pass to Alexander. Alexander trying to turn the corner. Herring bumping, grinding, back outside again. Rotation to Young. Young screened by Alexander. Young will fire up a 3. Nothing but net. Wow, 31 points now for Young.
You can just see the confidence that he has right now. Not only his jump shot, but just everything he's doing it with a purpose. And pull up off his right hand. Jaron Young with the steal as well.
Yep, at both ends. So 84-65, sorry about the technical difficulties. 19-point game for Slingers, and they are in no hurry with 12 left on the shot clock. Alexander around one screen. He'll switch to the left hand. Stop and pop off balance. Fields right there to clean it up. Can't finish it. Bumps it outside to Alexander. Gives it to Desmond. He'll replay it outside. Xavier Alexander over the top to Fields and lets Watkins fly past him. Pretty as you please, up and in. 86-65, back up to a 21-point lead. Big game here next Sunday, the Saigon Heat in a return match. The classic game that we saw last week. Slingers coming away with that 7-point win, but nip and tuck there at the end. Blocked up against the glass by John Fields, his 6th block of the game.
And he has been everywhere. They've just been funneling him into the lane, and every single time from the weak side, he's been getting the ball and taking it either off the backboard or keeping it alive for his teammates, which turn into a transition layup at the other end.
Almost happened that time. A foul that'll stop the clock at 3:58. 86-65. We've got the graphic figured out. Thanks, guys. And at the line, star of this game anyway, Jaron Young, from a scoring perspective. 32 points now and counting. His high this year, 37 against the Wolf Warriors back in November.
You called it, Chuck. You said this guy can go off, and has he gone off today? The one thing I like about today is his shot attempts. He has 22 shot attempts right now. That's an aggressive mindset right from the beginning, and the Slingers need that out of Young. He's done a very good job of it today.
That's why he was signed. He's a potential number 3. Through traffic and 1, and the foul will go on Fields as he was backing up on his heels. Watkins attacking, to check that Esho attacking.
And I'm continuously impressed with Esho's ability to put the ball on the floor. For a guy his size, to be able to handle the ball like that, it's a real advantage, and it adds to the versatility of the Knights.
The Knights on their side of the ball. Herring leading all scorers with 18. Watkins right behind with 17, and Duato with 11. Also Esho with 16, so their usual suspects are loading up the scoreboard, but not to the extent that Singapore has. Alexander through a couple defenders, ends up on the other side. Desmond downstairs. Alexander has separation and fires it in.
That's that pull-up jump shot again he talked about, Chuck. He's worked on this continuously. Repetition for retention, and now he's able to make that shot, which makes him such a more dangerous basketball player.
Singapore back up by 21. Little leaner in the lane there. Number 11, Arif Hidayat, 5'10", 157 pounds. He averages 3 a game. A lot of guards on the CLS Knights team. Fields handling the ball outside. That's confidence for you. Alexander. Back screen. Underneath. Extension. Off the mark. Back the other way. With the ball, Wisnu Saputra. Esho takes the ball to the rack. 2 for him. Now 89-72, 17-point lead with 2:30 and change to go. Young again, there's the man. What a game he has had in all aspects. There he is accelerating, and again, double acceleration, and out of bounds it goes off the foot of Watkins, it looked like. So Singapore will have it with 10 left on the shot clock, 2:27 left on the game clock. Dumps it down to Delvin Go. Delvin Go won't hit it this time, but who's there? Young for the offensive board.
12th rebound of the game, 13th rebound of the game for Young. He's done it all, 32, 13, and 7.
Spin move. Alexander control in the air, a little bit short and down in a pile he goes. Let's hope there's nothing wrong with the X-Man. Kick back outside. It's a 5-on-4 at the moment. Baseline move, kick back outside, the flush.
This is really
Alexander writhing in, or check that, Fields writhing in pain at the other end. My goodness, this does not look pretty for Singapore.
He's grabbing his knee. This is really, really bad news for Singapore. Hopefully it's nothing serious, but he is in a lot of pain right now.
Help to his feet. Let's see, he's going to have to limp out. I think if it was any, that might just be a jam or a slight sprain. Let's hope that's all it is. Fans very appreciative. Russell Lowe will check in, but hold your breath, Slingers fans. This is the guy that leads the team in scoring and rebounds. They don't grow on trees.
Yeah, 24 points, 13 rebounds, 1 assist, and 7 blocks for Fields tonight. That is someone the Slingers cannot afford to lose. He's the backbone of their defense and their interior scoring on offense.
Young accelerates to the rack and boom.
That right hand for Jaron Young, that hesitation dribble to the right hand, it's unstoppable. And as soon as he gets in the air, there's not many people that can contest him at the rim. It doesn't matter if they're 7-footers or 6'6" guys. He just soars to the rim.
Nice job of number 17, Keaton Bescoro, to get the ball downstairs to Watkins for the flush. So 91-76, looking over the bench here at Fields. He looks like he's still in a little bit of discomfort, but good news is he walked off under his own power. But Alexander, Young again, finds a space, fires from the elbow. 36 points now for Jaron Young.
And you called it, Chuck. He has the ability to go off, and he has gone off today, 15 and 24. What a game for Jaron Young.
Russell Lowe will go back home. Opposite side. Bounce pass inside to Watkins. Not his range at all. Ball on the floor. Who else? Jaron Young picks it off to Alexander. 41-5 to go in the game, and a couple of possessions left. The Singapore Slingers take care of business today with an exclamation point. Jaron Young, we finally get to see the best of him. He's going to have 36 points. Alexander with 19. Backup jumper there. 21 now for Alexander, right around his season average.
Yeah, Chuck, 21, 12, and 9.
Yeah.
And he just does it efficiently every single game. It's like you just expect it out of Xavier Alexander now.
So almost a triple-double. If he can pick up another assist, that's not going to happen with 15 left. Long way long. We'll play off the string. And the CLS Knights will lose this game. Singapore will get a measure of revenge, and that will do it here at the OCBC Arena. A lot of class there shown by CLS. They knew what was on the drawing board. Keaton Bescoro just putting the ball down. A little salute to Singapore. They played their hearts out. Let's hope that John Fields is okay. Still no indication from anybody over there. No ambulances or stretchers coming, so that's a good news. Good news for Slingers as well. As they get out of here with a win and they rise to 9-6, and we pass the halfway point, Scotty. So each game becoming more and more important for the Slingers playoff aspirations.
Yeah, and Xavier Alexander said it today in the pregame interview. Said we've had a week off. We're fresh. We got to get up and down. We got to play that up-tempo style that we love. And the product of that is Jaron Young scored 36 points, 15 and 24. He was just unstoppable today, and that aggressive up-tempo style really benefited to his personal style.
Yeah, Slingers out on midcourt right now, talking over, and there, that's good news, as John Fields is out there with him. So hopefully a couple days of rest. And he's smiling, so that's good news for the Singapore. The rest of us here are smiling at the OCBC Arena as well. Play of the day, that'll make you smile too. That happened way back in the first half. Xavier Alexander, now watch this on the break. Here comes Xavier, looking left, looking right. Beautiful spin move, everybody past him. Play of the day, Xavier Alexander. He finishes with 21 points. Another angle right there. open it up for him, and he will finish that play. And almost a triple-double. Scotty said 21 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists. He's always near the triple-double territory. As we look at the stats right here, 95-73, 24 assists to 15. Singapore running away with the rebounds. Look at the field goals, 38 for 83. That's right around 48%. Bench points, 81 to 67. That's a funny stat. 13 and 18, the turnovers, CLS. Turning the ball over 18 times, they average 13.4. So good win for the Slingers.
This is where it all begins. The leap of faith. The first step to the journey. Towards the unknown. The challenging. The daunting. But when we're together, hand in hand, the journey becomes exciting. We're partners, you and I, together, facing your fears, pursuing your passion, breaking boundaries, building your future, overcoming challenges, celebrating every achievement. When we're together, we're unstoppable. When we're together, anything is possible. At BTN, we know the power of partnership. A good partner works with you intimately. A good partner knows what you need. A good partner always has your back. The partner for starting your dream family, building your dream home, realizing the dream. It takes courage to begin, but it takes encouragement to keep on going. So go on, dream big. We're with you every step of the way. You have a partner in BTN.